All right. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Baron's Hideout podcast.
There you go.
I am your host, hmm, uh, Mikey.
Oh,
We'll do that this week.
all right. I'm just Dustin.
All right, that's fine. You can be plain. You don't have to be anything special.
Plain white bread, baby.
Plain white bread. That's so funny.
That's my
All
band
right.
name.
But as we talked about last week, I think we announced what we're doing is that we are covering oh God, what year is this?
1988.
Okay, 1988, Edge of the Axe. For those of you who may be new to the show or maybe haven't listened in a while, or whatever it may be, this was the very first movie that I covered with my friend Aaron, who was the original co-host of the show 5 years ago. I don't know why this is the one that I believe I picked it. I don't think he picked that week. I think what I was doing, because he really wanted to, start watching more horror movies and get introduced to things, and I was heavily on Shudder, because this was on Shudder at the time. Not sure if it still is. It might
It's not.
be.
It's not that because when I searched what was streaming, it only gave me like Prime and then a couple of other, but Shutter was not there.
Oh, interesting. I know it was on Tubi for a while too, so maybe it's just being shifted around. You know how movies are.
Yeah,
But this is the first one that started the podcast, and I guess we're going to see today if my views still align with how I felt back then with this, if my critiquing of movies has changed, which I imagine it probably did. But before we start getting into further histories, we're going to go right on over to Rotten Maters.
Rotten Maters.
All right. And as of you guys know, Anna is not here for this episode. She's got personal things going on. So she will be back in time. And we all miss her and we love her. So Anna,
That means it's boys' night.
we gotta break
That
out the Nintendo.
that means no holds barred, baby.
Let's go.
That means greasy pizza. That means Nintendo. That
Mm-hmm.
means root beer.
All
Whatever.
nighters.
And she gets none of it. Her pepperoni and cheese loving ass.
Dude. No, I need some actual bacon. My job that I'm doing now, I made a really awesome pizza today. It was bacon, onions, mushrooms, and extra pepperoni, and that came out.
Dude, put some fucking ricotta cheese with some sausage and no sauce. Like just put like the just like olive oil.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That
Well,
actually
it's
sounds
it's
good.
it's called a Bianca. Like that pizza, it's like the cheese with the ricotta cheese, but I add stuff to it. Like I put sausage, bacon, pepperoni, sometimes pineapple.
I love pineapple.
Mm.
Let's go.
Oh my God, dude.
Let's go. Boys Night's wild already.
Already. And no girls allowed.
No. Boys rule and girls drool.
Yeah.
But let's go over to Rotten Maters and see what people are saying about Edge of the Axe. All right. Critics, two reviews.
Zero.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Um, Audience with 100 plus ratings.
I feel like this is a movie that you have to seek it out. Like this is one you have to know you want to watch it
Hmm.
because there's nothing from the thumbnail that drives you to it. You know, like this is one that I feel like you. I made a joke about it being a very Americanized giallo because it very much is. And if you're into that type of thing, then this is a movie you would seek out because you like that type of movie.
Hmm.
But that doesn't mean it's a good movie. So I'm gonna put it at 45%.
30%.
30. Oh, God damn it, I was close.
Hmm. No, but to touch on that, you are very, very right. So I think everybody knows by now, I love genre movies. Love them so much. And I think when I was looking for movies, I think I was looking for one, but Shudder didn't really have a lot at the time. And I was doing some research when I found this out, is that the director, it's like an American slash Spanish version of a giallo. So I think there is some overdubs on it because I think some of the people were speaking Spanish. You know how it would
Hmm.
have been like in Italy, people are speaking
Yeah,
Italian,
yeah.
and we overdubbed.
The ADR. Yeah,
Yeah, so there's some of that in this. And you can also really tell by the scenery as well. That it's definitely like, okay, yeah, it looks like it might be in like Mexico or somewhere around there, or maybe like New Mexico. Maybe it was in the American side. I don't remember all the details. Might have to go back and listen to the episode, like
you
the
don't have
original
you
one.
don't have your notes from back then.
No,
Oh,
actually, I might.
maybe. Yeah, I think I have the book of my first episode too. Like that's
Let me
it's just
hold on.
okay.
You keep going.
All right, it's just weird to think that this is like the movie you picked. You know, like you're like, man, this is number one. I have to start my podcast with this one because when I started Flicks and Friends, I wanted the first three episodes because that's what I didn't drop one. I dropped three to begin with because I wanted it to be like I wanted it to be movies that meant a lot to me. And over there, like I started with, Frankenstein, the 1930s Frankenstein. I started with UHF, and I started with Heavyweights.
Oh wow.
So it's like I feel like the movies like it's just weird that you picked this one, but at the same time, it's also not weird because I know you love Giallo,
Hmm.
and it's like I want to know what you did to sell Aaron on, be like, hey man, so this is the movie we're doing to kick off our show.
Well, side note before I answer that, I did find my notebook, but this is my interview notebook. I don't know where my original notebook is.
Okay.
And at that time, I was writing out full, like I would watch the movie note, scene
Yep.
by scene and dissect it.
Hmm.
It's what we did. So to answer your question, to sell it, um, we just saw Suspiria, I think, at Salem Horror Fest, and we were we loved it. But like, it was great, and that introduced him a little bit to Giallo, even though that movie's not really a Giallo, but apples, oranges, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
Um, and I picked out this movie. One, I was like, I think I might be able to get him into this because the cover, even though it's not really like anything specific, like we see the killer and he's got like the mask and the axe. And I sent him the description. I was like, hey, I've never seen this movie. So reading the description, I was like, would you want to do this? Would you want to do like a first watch thing? So I think that's what kind of spawned to it because we were starting both fresh, not knowing anything about this. He did some research. I did some research. And we watched it and we were like, yeah, let's do it. And that kind of, jump started us doing other things because every week we would our schedule was like every Saturday we'd get together, just watch what we wanted during the week. I'd go, I think even at the time I was doing a full year schedule. That's when I used to do that. I mean, we do that here too, but a little bit more sporadic. We don't like do it all at once. Um,
I do. I over
well,
on Flicks and Friends, I have through
yeah,
December
for that.
pre-planned.
Yeah, like we do
Yeah.
like our months and stuff. Like we fill them out, but it's not like "Oh, it's all lined
Yeah.
out right now."
Yeah.
So I was doing that back then. I'd go on Shutter, just pick out a bunch of movies. He'd pick out a bunch of movies. And this was the first one we landed on. I was like, I want to do something that I feel like I haven't seen anybody cover because I was listening to a ton of horror podcasts at that time, and I couldn't find anybody covering this. I'm like, I think this would be cool to do something that one I've never seen, and two, I haven't seen anybody do this before. So, what what's your history? I'm sure I know, but
I don't.
I
I
know
don't have one. This was the
this is the
first time
first
watch
one.
for me. But I'm not a stranger to Giallos, man. Like I love Bava. I love Argento.
Hmm.
But I have to be in the mood
Sure.
for them, and
Mhm.
I like the modern stuff too, like Malignant being a modern horror movie, but
Don't even.
it has that
Mhm.
giallo feel to it, which is really awesome.
I
Uh,
love, dude, Malignant, just to touch on that. is like my favorite movie of the past. When the fuck did I come out?
Mm,
2019?
20, yeah,
2020?
2019, 2020. But to be frank, I hated it the first time I watched it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then I'm like, then somebody mentioned it was like, yeah, think of it like a giallo, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it was James Wan's
Oh
like
my God, dude.
touch at
And
it.
putting it in that to that perspective, I'm like, man, this movie's fucking rules.
And that twist, and then like when you
Uh,
go, I'm gonna go into it, but just like
yeah,
when you
well, I'm sure we'll cover it eventually.
and the
But
song, like the cover of the Pixies, and then you get it all. The movie is just brilliant.
Dustin's about to cam. It's
And I'm
fucking
pretty sure I
camming,
think I
kid.
did cover Malignant, but I would love to fucking do that again. Oh my
Yeah,
God, yes.
yeah. But I don't know. Like, giallos aren't ones that I seek after. Like I said, I have to be in the mood. I want to, because they're depressing movies. Like, they're very,
Hmm.
the tone is very down. And usually, like, when I watch a movie, I want to be up. I want to
Yeah.
have a good time watching a movie. So, yeah, my history is I've never seen this one.
All right. So boy, this movie, it's quirky. All
Yeah.
right.
Is
It's
it bad that I called it immediately, though?
did you?
I did. Immediately
All
called
right,
that
all right,
called that shit, dude.
all right.
But I don't know. I I think you're saying it's quirky. I like the look of this killer. I
Mm,
like the mask. I like the trench coat. I like the
yeah.
axe. It looks really cool, and it opens with this badass kill in a car wash.
Yeah,
I don't know
dude.
about you, but have you ever been? I'm sure you've been in a car wash, but have you ever touched that water that's in a car
No,
wash?
no.
Scalding hot, scolding hot. This dude's back there skulking in it, dude.
He's got multi layers.
I think he's got raincoats on. Yeah. But it's badass because like this weapon is so blunt and big, and what I appreciated is it's stuck with it. Like all of the kills in this movie were with the same weapon. It what nothing. It wasn't like what he had available or what was within reach. It was always this fire axe
Mhm.
that looked awesome. But my favorite one was the blonde lady in the robe
Oh
that was
yeah,
wandering around her house, dude, and
yeah.
she hears some shit and she books it. And then she's like looking for her dog the whole time. And I already got pissed off because of that.
Hmm.
But she's looking for her dog and she sits down with some soup
Oh yeah.
and she's like, she hears dripping and she's like, what the fuck?
The hell is that?
And she goes to her bathroom and tightens up the knob and she still hears it. And then she walks out and she sees drip into her soup and she looks up and there's a big blood spot in the ceiling. She finds her dog. She runs down, her dog's dead. Runs
Mhm.
downstairs, she checks the phone and then grabs a double barrel shotgun. But when she opens the door and she grabs the shotgun, when you have like the light hit
Oh,
the
dude,
mask,
yeah,
it was awesome.
yeah.
And to think that she went in for a second time because there were no shells in the gun and he took that axe and went whap
Boink.
right on her fingers, dude. It was awesome. It was a good touch.
Yeah, too bad it was in fingernails.
That's true. That was her bowling fingers.
Yeah,
That's what he
yeah.
would
They
have cut off.
definitely that is like their Halloween scene,
Yeah.
with like Michael in the
The horror
shadows.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see like there's definitely a lot of inspiration. I feel like from that mainly because how the mask is all white. It's blank.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would think that's an immediate rip off of Michael Myers, but at the same time, looking at when this came out, like 88, how many Halloweens had been out since then? Three?
I want to say 4 or 5. I think was it only three? No way, it was
When
only
did
three.
when did Halloween 5 come out? That's what I'll look up.
I think Halloween 5 was like 90 something.
Halloween 5. We should know, or I should
I
know
was just gonna
this.
say we should know this. We just did this like
1989 was Halloween 5.
oh shit.
So
Wow.
sure, okay. So 5 movies and that's what was hot. So okay, I
Yeah.
can I can see why they would try to ride that wave. But at the
Hmm.
same time, I'd like that it's still its own idea.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie, it opens up like a normal like Jala would. Like you get a gut punch, right? There's something that kind of gets you
Hmm.
to be like, all right, why the fuck did that happen? And then we get ported to our main dude, Gerald.
Gerald.
What a
Good.
name.
What a fucking dork, dude. The fact that this girl that he's macking on, Lillian, he he's a dweeb. He's got the computer, brand new
Mm,
computer, and they can talk to each other through it.
hmm.
But also has a mainframe. If you ask it a question, it will have an answer.
Yeah,
Or does it? Because the question that Lillian asks, it doesn't have an answer for.
no.
And he's like, "What the fuck did you ask it?"
Dude,
Like, I, after this is after they smooched, right? Like they had smooched right before this, or was it right after this?
that was right after.
Okay, because she asked the computer if Gerald was gay or not. And he's like, "What the fuck do you mean?" And then they end up locking lips, and I guess that answers her question.
Yeah. So I
Because
think maybe she was playing a trick on him.
you think so?
I think so.
You think she was trying to be slick?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
But we'll get into her. She's a character. But
Hmm.
there's a lot of characters. Like when we get introduced to Gerald, and he's got his motorcycle with his red ass helmet on. That small ass helmet. That's like, dude,
Hmm.
you need a bigger helmet than that. He arrives at I don't even know who he is, if he's like an uncle or
They don't specify because they ask where he's staying, and he says, "I'm staying at Old Man Withers' house." Like
yeah,
it's like an Airbnb of the 80s. Like, like
yeah. But the house is really cool, especially like where he lives. It's like it reminds me of like a Tatooine hut,
yeah,
like where he's
it's
just like
it's
in there.
round, yeah.
So like he arrives at the house and has is talking, and the guy's like, "Are you gonna turn off those contraptions? Like, my bill last
My
month was gonna
fucking
kill me.
power bill, dude.
It was gonna kill me." And then he's like, "Oh, actually, I have a gift for you." And then he opens it up, and he does like that cheesy like sitcom thing, like, "Oh, you." Like, oh, you. And it happens a couple times to this, which I think is really funny. Being like, all right, so this movie, it's not taking itself too seriously, but at
Yeah.
times it also kind of is. So there's like
So
a push and pull with it.
so when I call it an Americanized giallo, like typically in the giallos, you don't see the person at all, other than their hand or their boot. Like
Yeah,
you see
black
the
gloves.
hand, yeah, you see black glove carrying a knife. And this one, they want you to see this man's mask,
Yeah.
and Um, that is one thing I kind of wish they didn't do because I wish there was the shock factor. I wish the first time we seen the mask was when that door opened
Oh yeah,
and the light hit it.
that
But
would
I
have been really creepy.
but I also do like the silhouette we get because there's that Russian girl. Is it Lori or Lily?
Rita?
Rita.
Rita.
What is it? What's
The
our
train
what?
tracks, right?
Yeah, what's our main girl's name?
Our main girl is Lillian.
Lillian. So yes, Rita. Where she goes, I forgot my cigarettes at the bar,
Hmm.
and she gets chased down by someone who she knows.
Yeah, and at least the version I saw, you probably saw in yours too. They kind of lit up the
Yeah,
face of this guy a little too
a little
much.
bit, a little bit. You see too much of the silhouette, and then you see him like slowly pull the fucking mask out, and they're like, "Oh, fuck!" But he hacks her up. Like that's
Hmm.
one thing I do appreciate is like it doesn't cut away a lot in this from the kills.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But because we see a lot of them. But I think one of my favorite effects in this movie, dude, is when it's Gerald, his friend who is the fucking gold digger
Yeah, yeah.
and someone else. They end up going to this cabin because they think it's infested with rats.
Oh yeah, the bar.
And they're like, "What the fuck is that smell?" And that body comes swinging down, and it's all
Hmm.
decomposed, and it looked really good.
Yeah.
To the point where we get to meet the new shitbag sheriff of the town, where he's like, "Yeah, nothing ever happens here, huh, coroner?
Yep.
Nothing happens, right?
I'll give you my report tomorrow.
You can chalk it up as a suicide, correct?"
Sure.
Sure would be a shame if something happened in this town under my watch with me being brand new.
Yeah. Except
What
for a
a
couple bar fights and looks over to the our main dudes.
yeah, what a dickhead, dude.
But that's also what kind of ties into being a Jalo. Like if there was no police,
Yeah.
it technically wouldn't be a Jalo, it would just be a slasher at
There's
that point.
no detective story at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So get introduced to that, and then everything starts quickly being put together. We got our main dude Gerald, who's like essentially like keeping logs of all the people that have died, and like our girl Lillian sees it. It's like, why are you keeping the logs? It's like, well, I also have all the car accidents and
Yeah, he's a
this
fucking
place.
weirdo, dude.
It's like, okay, because we get introduced to him, and he is a bit weird. We're like, ooh,
He's
what?
very stoic. He's not weird. Like the way he is, he's very solitude. Like there he doesn't let
Sure,
anybody in. He's very blunt. He keeps answers short.
yeah,
Like when he and his friend pull up to this bar where this bar has curbside service.
oh yeah,
And
man.
he's like, this guy, his friend is married to this older woman who is loaded. But at the same time, he's like, I'm gonna mac on this bartender.
Go take your bear somewhere else.
Yeah. So he gets out and he lays it on. He goes, yeah, just be, my friend's gonna stay in the car due to his
Oh,
accident. He's got a
oh,
plastic leg and walked away, dude.
yeah. And he's like, "Yep, you guys, it's all yours,
Have
man."
fun, man. Fuck you.
But yeah, and his friends even like they had that conversation how yeah he's married to an older woman and now he's really only doing it for the money. So it's like blatant, like yeah, I just do it for the money, and I am a gold digger, and if she wasn't rich, then I wouldn't be with her type thing. But we also, kind of see that she's also doing like her own shit.
She's scummy too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
with the father of the bodacious babe that they talk to
Oh
over there getting
yeah.
the beers. So that's really funny. And then we get introduced to I think the girl for the first time before she gets killed with the pigs. That was a cool scene
Yeah.
too with
Yeah.
the suspense. And she's just like, "What the fuck?" And she leaves her door open, which they do. They linger on that for a little
Look,
bit.
now let me tell you, there's a reason why all this shit happens in these movies.
Hmm.
Is because during this time, nobody locked anything.
No, no. So you want to come in? All
Dude,
right.
if I lock this door, there's four other ways to get in. No biggie. Like the big chase at the end, like the door gets locked, but the window is conveniently wide open. This one, it's so fucking weird to think about this time and place.
Hmm.
People just leave their doors wide open.
Everybody's more, I guess, trusting in a way.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everybody's just like,
At 6 feet
away.
away, please.
Yep. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah. But
Wild,
yeah,
man.
I that was like one scene I remember like watching this originally. I was like, this is actually really cool. Like she's going out. This guy is literally using the pig in a way to get her to be drawn out and also to be like, I'm going to kill you because literally the pig head
Yeah.
is like in the bed. And then we get that like hysterical dude, I guess is like the husband or something of this girl was talking to the shitbag sheriff, and he's
The
just like,
sheriff, yeah.
I'm not gonna do anything because someone killed your pig. It's in my fucking house, dude. I'd be like, are
Someone
you
broke
kidding me?
in. Yeah. What was your favorite kill of this movie?
Oh man. I mean, they're all really good. And like they do linger on. I mean, there's not really like a lot of like mutilation and stuff, but the blood I think is really cool. But I think it's probably going to be Rita just because of how brutal that one is. Like it says chop, 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 chop.
Yeah.
And like and the after fact when they're talking to the coroner and like the main conductor dude and he's like, yeah, it's like hamburger meat. It's just all
Yep.
like chopped up. It's like, did it get
Pummeled.
ran over? No, it didn't get run over by a train at all. And he's like, are
Mm.
you sure? To try to get the story to be like, yeah, so she was just drunk, right? And she just fell and gone to the last cart and just got ran over. That's why you guys didn't feel anything. It's just like, oh, This guy.
Fucking guy, dude.
What about you?
Uh, you don't see it, but it's when they're on the boat and they turn around and there's a head that
Mm,
pops up out of the water, dude.
mm-hmm.
It looks so good. It's like a la Jaws, dude. Like, it's you can tell that body had been there for a while. It's bloated and disgusting.
Ugh.
But it's just the head. There's no body, so it looked fantastic. That and I really like the shotgun when she gets her hand chopped off or
Yeah.
fingers chopped off with the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. Like I said, I coined this movie from the beginning. Like I kind of like called it immediately, and I think we're far enough into it to kind of talk about it now.
Yeah, we can do that for sure.
So
So we are
spoiler,
reveal, spoiler, reveal, reveal,
spoiler.
spoiler.
It's not a guy who is killing people.
Mm-mm.
It is in fact Lillian with her split personality.
Charlie.
Fucking Charlie.
You gotta
And
show this to Charlie now. Like, have you seen this?
Charlie won't watch it. It doesn't have enough machine guns in it.
Oh,
Yeah. But we learned that she had like some type of psychotic break when she was a kid and how well it was covered up by her parents or her dad. I don't know if there's a mom involved at all,
yeah, I don't know if
um
they really said, but we do know about the father at least.
but he like our boy Gerald cracked the code. He's like, "Hey, so I've, been keeping track, but there's things that I've been noticing that kind of like point fingers to you."
Yeah. Like
And
you searching on my computer of all the doctors.
yeah. And she's blaming this kid Charlie, but then we learn that Charlie is somebody she made up after her first psychotic break.
Mhm,
And because we get this flashback of her, like she's pushing Gerald on a swing, and then it's a flashback of her as a kid
mhm.
pushing another kid on a swing, and she
Yeah.
called him Charlie, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I called you Charlie." And he goes, "It's okay. We've only known each other for a couple days, so it's not weird that you're thinking of another guy."
Yeah, he's just yeah, he's very just like so upfront about things. Like, yeah, it's
Uh,
fine.
yeah,
That's life.
but there's a big wrestle at the end of this movie where I just talked about it. Like she runs and locks the door and she's hiding, and you see the black glove go and just open up the window and walk right into this fucking house.
Yeah.
And huge scuffle. And he's giving this dump. Like he is lore dumping on this girl about why
Hmm.
it's her and how she's crazy and all this and that. But while that's happening, because I didn't even see her call the cops.
No, I think because they were investigating
And
something before, and I think it led them. They were talking to the priest.
is that
Um,
what it was?
yeah, they were talking to the priest, and they knew that I think he was supposed to bring her home, and then
Hmm.
something happened, and they were like, "We're just going to go to her house." I think is what
Yeah,
happened.
that her house that's above the bar that they go
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Which I think I love that type of stuff, dude.
Oh yes.
I think that's really neat when there's a
I love the setting in this movie, to be
yeah.
honest.
But he's like, yeah, it's fucking you. Charlie's not real. You had this psychotic break, and she books it outside just in time for these fucking cops to pull up.
Dude,
And he comes running out. It doesn't help the fact that he's wearing all black and looks the part,
and
unfortunately.
has the axe.
Is he holding the axe? I thought
He
she
is.
had it. Okay.
No, he was holding it, so that way she didn't get it.
Okay, that's right. And they blow him away. One shot though. One shot from the shotgun.
Yep, Night of the Living Dead style.
Hmm. Blows him away. And she's hysterical and screaming. And at this point, I'm like, just reveal it because it hadn't been revealed yet. Like the reveal is the credits of this movie.
Yeah.
Like she looks up from the sheriff's shoulder from crying and has that fucking Joker smile, dude.
Uh-huh.
And then boom, freeze frame credits. So, but I did. I coined it from the beginning. I'm like, because once I started piecing it together, I'm like, it's her. There's
Yeah.
no way it's not her.
I think I don't know if I clocked it the first time that I saw this. I have to go back and listen to the episode fully to see if I did. But I know that earlier in the movie, like the sheriff did have some suspicions of like the handyman dude who I guess
I'm
was with Rita.
what I'm so glad they didn't do is because in this movie during this time there was a black guy in the movie that found he found two bodies. He found this lady
Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy, dude.
and yeah, and the drunk people they were drinking. They drank from the bar. They were drinking and they left from the bar. The dude was passed out, like, and she got into a car crash. Like her driving on the road was the equivalent to fucking Pee Wee Herman driving around on Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah,
When you see the signs that are squiggly lines and all this and that,
yeah, yeah,
but I'm so glad they didn't pin it on him.
yeah,
Like, they didn't use the scapegoat. Like the sheriff was like, "Oh, well, I'm like, thank God
yeah.
it
No, I'm
didn't do
happy
that
about that
shit,
too.
dude."
Yeah, and yeah, the death of our main dude's friend's wife and that unknown dude. That that was one thing.
Christopher, what he's the art or the music director for the church.
Yeah, I think I laughed at it originally too, but just how things go down. It's like I was because they're driving and then there's a tree like in the way and she like stops and then like it's not a hard stop but like she smashes her head and I was like how the fuck did this guy die? I'm like the only logical thing I can think of was like did he have a heart attack because he was so
Yeah.
drunk.
Well, they play it out to where you think it's him because she gets out of the car and she's inspecting stuff and she walks over and she taps his shoulder and it's the guy, it's the our killer.
Yeah, that is right. Yeah, that's a very quick like switch out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they make you think it's him. Because
yeah.
when I was watching it, Holly goes, "Oh, was it Christopher?" And I'm like, I don't know. I don't, and
They
I did, I knew, but it's like I figured it wasn't him.
Yeah, they also try to do like a fake out too earlier, when it's Lillian and Gerald and they're talking about Charlie and then she goes, How long have you had that scar in the back of your neck?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" So like, I guess there was like a time when he was also in the hospital or something like that, and his parents are out of the picture and blah blah blah. But yeah, the reveal in this it's not like the best, but compared to other Jalos, it's pretty good. They build on the lore a bit. There's plenty of characters in here. I feel like the body count is also pretty up there with other Jalos. Um, I kind of like everybody in this movie, even the sleazy cop. I feel like the way that they're portrayed and acting, I was like, I kind of like it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's obviously not the best. There's better things out there, but for this being what it is and not being in Italy or over there, like actual giallo, and it being more like Spanish, American, and them doing their own take, I feel like they did a pretty good job. And talk about everything else.
yeah. But to piggyback on that, like once we do get, because I'm trying, like I'm going through like the Rolodex of jailers I've seen, like and all the reveals, you're not wrong. Like it's almost like you know who it is
Hmm.
by the end of it. It's like you know who did it type of thing. But
Yeah.
this one, I like the idea of him trying to convince her that it's her. Like
Yeah, yeah,
he's
you don't see that really.
no, and he's going down through like the list of people that were killed, and like this person was the doctor at the psych ward, this person was the nurse at the psych ward, this person was that person at the psych ward, this person was a hairstylist.
Yeah,
Why they were killed is because they had an affair with your father. And then there was a
yeah,
second one, and I'm like, okay, I like that. I like that it's deeper than just her being crazy and trying to get revenge on the people from the psych
hmm,
ward, but there's also life implications that made her this way, and she's taking care of those too.
yeah. She's just like I'm going down the list.
That's it. She's got
Uh,
a list and checking it twice, baby.
yep. I think the one Giallo that even till today that always gets me with the ending is Tenebrae. That
Tenebrae.
that ending is just so like out of left field. You don't know. You're so surprised by that.
Have you seen A Blade in the Dark?
I have, yeah.
That's a good one.
Hmm.
That's one of my favorite Bavas.
Yep. Or like can go like all the way back to like the OG one is like Blood and Black Lace that really
Hmm.
kicked off all that was also a really good one. I mean, there's so many. Not so much nowadays. I know Dario Argento did one not that long ago. I think it's just called like Black Glasses. Was pretty okay. It came out like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and that was really really fun. but I want to see more like this, where it's really mixed in with slashers, and you kind of get to see the killer a little bit more. Not as much as we see in this, like like the
I
silhouette and the closet. I feel like stuff like that is really, really cool, and like kind of playing with more shadowy stuff would be cool.
I don't think it would work. Because I feel like in the day and age of today, it's like who is the next big icon? Who is the next big slasher? You
Yeah,
know,
sure.
like I mean, sure we have whodunits with Scream,
Hmm.
but I don't know, man. I don't think, especially here in the States. Here in the States, no. If there's a resurgence, you know, on the other side of the world, sure. But I just don't think it would work because we had a remake of Suspiria and it sucked.
Let's not talk about
Yeah,
that.
you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
there's no reason for that, dude. It's like I don't know. I don't think modern. I think Malignant was the way to go
yeah, I agree on that.
for a modern day Giallo.
Yeah, keep it slightly supernatural like that. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Well, I think I have everything I needed to say
All right.
about this
Well,
bad Larry. Anything you want to do before we rate this?
no, I need to know if your opinion changed on it.
Uh, I feel like I'm still in the same boat. I have to go back and listen after, but I don't know what I rated it. I don't remember what our rating scale was. I think it was from a 1 to 10 back then, which was crazy to think that we went that high. But my rating, I really enjoy this one. Does have some rewatchability to it, even though you know the killer right away. But like, I love the setting. I love the vibe of this, the acting, whether it be good or bad. I just love everything about this. So this is like a 4 out of 5 for me. And if I want to watch like an actual Giallo, that's a I can still do that and enjoy that
Okay.
and separate this. But I really enjoy this one, and for it being the first one I covered on the show, and still feeling I think good about it and liking it is something. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for me. What about you?
Nice. Um, my only problem with Giallos is I don't think there's a ton of rewatchability with them because
Once you know, it's like
once you know, and then it's also like I said, you have to be in the mood for them. Like it's a dread-filled movie. Like
fair enough.
you don't feel good watching it. It's very depressing. So, my biggest gripe is we see the killer way too much, and like I wish it was just a hand,
Hmm.
because that would have made the reveal a little more shocking. You know, like what would have been cool was like after they killed like in the final bout, if they're wearing the mask, if they took their hand and went like this or something on the
Yeah.
mask, and they had a big red smile. I thought that'd be really cool.
Mm.
But this movie, I know we talked about it last week, is what Eddie and the Cruiser should have been.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But I'm gonna give this one a 2 out of 5.
Okay, that's fair
I
enough.
don't do half stars, and I didn't like it enough to give it a 3. So it's a 2. Two now.
Well,
Two stars at two pig heads out of 5.
okay. Well, I'm glad I got you to watch it. I know this is one you haven't seen. So it's always cool, introducing people to new things, especially if it's something I've already done.
Hmm.
So, man, yeah, this is definitely it's a movie for sure. Like if you're, I don't know, I guess you really would have to be in the mood for this one. You really have to seek it out.
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't
Sure
know if there's
do.
any physical for this either.
Oh, I bet you there is. I bet you can. Let me look. Let me look right now. Brad
I
just said he
think
bought it on digital, so let's see if it's available. It has to be like some type of pack.
I would honestly, thinking about this, I wouldn't mind a remake of this. I think I think it would
Oh,
do okay as a remake.
Arrow.
Ar- Arrow.
Arrow has a brand new copy of this movie.
How much are they asking for it?
21.99.
Oh, that's a steal
Yeah.
for me at least. I would. I'd own that.
If
Is
you
it
go
like
on,
anything special on it, or is it just a standard?
it's Arrow, dude. Like it's gonna be cleaned up. They're gonna have a bunch of documentaries on it. It might be worth it for you, man.
Damn, I might have to get that next paycheck. Fuck that, man.
There's one for sale on eBay that's used, but it says very good for 16.95, free delivery.
Woo. All right.
Yeah, dude. So Arrow has a copy of this done.
All right. I'll definitely have to get that next time I get paid. But all right. So if this was going to be remade, who the fuck would I want to remake it? Now that's a question. This might be weird, and I don't know how well he would do with this, but I have faith in him. Probably a Mike Flanagan.
I don't know, man. Is that what is the guy that did Barbarian and
Isn't that like
Weapons?
Roger or something?
Um,
I forget his
it's
name
the kid. It's the guy from The Whitest Kids, you know. Barbarian.
because he did Weapons too, right?
Yeah. Zach Krager.
Zach, that's what it
He's
is.
also doing the new Resident Evil movie.
I am so stoked for that.
Speaking of Resident Evil.
Yeah, I'm so stoked for that, dude.
But yeah, that's it. A 2 out of 5 and a 4 out of 5. So
There you go. If
right
you guys
there,
have seen
baby.
this, let us know. If you haven't, go watch it and let us know what you think of it. So maybe I'll start digging through catalogs later on, like maybe sporadic of movies that I covered back then and kind of reintroduce them and see how I'm feeling and see if you guys have seen it. I think that's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
But with us hitting 5 years, I really wanted to go back to the first thing that was ever shown or talked about on the show and just kind of see where we line. And maybe we'll get Anna's opinion on this as she if she took time to watch it on next episode just to see what she thinks.
Yeah. We'll see what you thought
Um,
about it.
I think, oh man, Anna, I have a feeling she might enjoy this one.
Possibly.
She does love whodunits. She
Hmm.
loves Scream. I don't know how she feels about Giallos though.
I don't think that's a topic I've ever talked to her about.
Hmm. Hmm. Might have to go down that road soon. But yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty much it for this. Is there anything you want to talk about for your shows?
So over on B Action, when this
Hmm.
comes out, we'll have the Saturday of this coming out, we'll have put out an episode for a movie called Lone Wolf McQuade. So
What a title.
oh dude, last month we unfortunately lost Chuck Norris.
Hmm.
But we had our month of April picked out, and we all kind of like looked at each other and said Chuck Norris month, like at the same time. So Lone Wolf McQuade is a movie about Chuck Norris being a Texas Ranger.
So on the nose.
But this is the movie where any Chuck Norrisism that you could think of stemmed from this movie.
Oh shit. Wow.
Everything. Dude, he's out there beating ass in the bluest of blue jeans you'd ever seen. So that's B Action. Over on Flicks and Friends, we will have put out our episode for 1985's The Last Dragon. Who's the baddest? Show enough. Who's the prettiest? Show enough. I am so fucking ready for that movie. Well,
Hell yeah,
we'll
man.
have recorded it by the time you guys hear this, so
Hell yeah.
it'll have dropped the same day actually
Cool.
when you guys
Let's
hear this.
go. Let's
So
go.
yeah, that's all I got going on over there, man.
All right. And what we got going on over here is that we got to do a very big thank you to the wonderful folks over at Creeporama.
Dude, look at the back of this tank top. You ready?
Yeah, show me. Oh, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Dylan!
You son of a bitch.
The CIA's got you pushing too many pencils, Dylan.
Dude, yeah, we covered that movie last year, right?
Month of action, yeah.
Yeah. You guys are gonna check out that
Anna's
episode.
first watch. And I
There were a
got
lot of first
uh,
watches, I think, that month.
so jealous that people, when I hear people say they've never seen Predator, I'm like, I wish I could
Hmm.
just experience it for the first time again.
Yeah, I remember getting that on DVD and just like burning out that disc, dude.
Hmm.
But yeah, you guys can go over to Creeporama and use our code Barons10 for 10% off your entire cart, and that includes pre-orders. So you go right on over there and see what they got cooking, because every week that's pretty much a new drop. And they usually have leftovers they announce, later on after those drops if anything survives. And I think Aliens is already announced. And you guys know I love Aliens. I
Hmm.
have the last one, the last shirt they put out, which was amazing. So I'm gonna have to grab something from there.
Limited edition fucking alien. I'm beating myself over the head for not getting that one, dude.
Yeah, well, maybe
No, there's no
they'll
maybe. That's
come.
not happening. It's not happening. That was a limited time run, and all their stuff is limited time. But that was like one of 100 that you got.
Yeah, insane. It's such a beautiful shirt, man. But yeah, you go right over to Creeporama and you go support them. Use our code Barons10 for 10% off anything in your cart. And other than that, you can support us over on Patreon for $2 a month.
$2, Bob.
We get all of our episodes up to a week early, including my Wednesday episodes out of the basket with Little D. I don't know what I'm doing next week, but last week we would have been talking about Resident Evil Requiem and previous games and maybe some movie talk. You don't know. I got to go and listen to the episode.
Hmm.
And if you can't support us over there, that's completely fine because we're also on audio and video platforms like YouTube Music. I'm going to say that
YouTube
first now.
Music.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and just plain old YouTube if you want video, but you also get video on Spotify as well. So thank you guys so much for supporting us for these 5 years. Insane to even think about that. We got Salem Horror Fest coming up very soon. I'm so stoked for that. Next week, do we want to announce what we're doing next week, or do we want to keep it a mystery?
Nah, we'll keep it tight-lipped just in case of scheduling.
Okay. And other than that, we will see everybody on the next one. And don't get killed by an axe.
Yeah.
See you guys later.